And we're setting it up, setting it up. Okay. Get that over here. Put that volume on. Now we can play that copyrighted music. Okay. So, sorry, let me get any extra air. Oh, that's where I'm at. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, just spent some money. Okay. So, I wanted to make a quick video. Well, this will be part of the stream, but for right now, it's just going to be a little video on Bannerlord. A lot of stuff that people are missing. Just a lot of the changes that are happening from like Mountain Blade 1 and Warbands. And a lot of people are trying to play on realistic difficulty. That when I say realistic difficulty, I mean there's sliders that tell you how much damage you actually take. I think it's over here. Yeah. So I've been playing on all realistic. Now it's not as impressive when I'm basically save stating a lot of it, but and I have been captured and whatnot. My overall status right now is I think I'm like clan rank 2. I can get up to 73 people. Right now I don't have any way of upgrading some of my units, but I have a couple companions, level 18, 15, what have you. I myself am only level 8, and the problem that I was having initially was figuring out how leveling works, because they changed it from the older games. A lot of people are going to run into the problem of getting beasted on by like recruits and whatnot. The reason why is because recruits are level 6, and when you start off the game, you're level 1, and levels do matter. Let me go ahead and do a quick overview of what was messing me up. So in the original games, your level was based off of experience. They kind of changed it all around. This is going to be really hard to explain, so I do apologize to anyone who can't keep up with me on this. Okay, so first off, when making your character, you want to allocate most of your abilities into things that you actually would want. Most of the time, people just go into bow. Like a lot of veteran players, they just run with bow and riding, because the Mongol strategy of riding around your enemy and shooting at them from afar usually works, especially because looters don't have anything that can knock you off your horse or do enough damage to make you lose a fight. And being a more cavalry heavy band in the beginning allows you to kind of traverse the map and avoid any unwanted and unwarranted fights. Scouting is extremely important. One thing that you want to do is to go for look for the proper companions to kind of make your time in Caldera a lot easier. For instance, Ilmer Frostbears has some good scouting, so you want him to have that. It gives you more movement speed through the party just by being, as long as he's part of the scout. So you're gonna have to make sure that he is in your scout slot, which is, so yeah, everybody has like a clan role, and you can put him as it. Ooh. Ooh, just learned something new. We'll talk about this later. Alright, so you can make a second party. Sorry. Now that I... Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, this is fantastic. Sorry. Just got sidetracked. When you start... This is a whole new thing. It's the clan tiers. Every time you level up your clan, you get more party size. You're able to, like, when you move up, you're able to create kingdoms. It's tied to your renown. Back in the first game, renown was just a stat check that basically, when you were trying to create a kingdom, if your renown was high enough, most other kingdoms wouldn't just try to attack you as soon as you took a city or whatever. City, castle, even like a little... No, just city and castles you can't take, farms. Now it's more of a clan ring, so you can actually build your faction up without having to declare yourself an emperor or king. Um, but anyways, back to what I was saying. You're going to need troops that, like, she started off with all this. She started off with two-handed pole arms, all that, riding, like, really great stats in each of these. And these personal skills make her a little bit better, and they also give like up to 5 troops, 10-meter radius when you take down an enemy. So stuff like that. So when she's around, she gives people XP. And then she also starts off with something interesting, which is she has all of her regular stat points into, vigor, what have you. So, all right, now that I've kind of maybe rambled off on what to do with some of this stuff and how to like figure stuff out, you kind of want people who have medicine if you don't have it yourself. Scouting, as I said, that's always good. Um, and you just kind of want to make sure that the people you hire are strong. What you can do is essentially like go to a town. You can go visit the tavern, and then you can just right click on portraits. Like these guys, you can right click on them and then see what they have. And then you can go from there on how you want to establish your the people you pick up, your scouts. One thing I will definitely recommend is this. Okay. When you're building your character, you want a good start. Most times, riding a bow is going to be your mainstay, because you can just run around looters and kill them, as I said before. Tactics is something that you want to focus on, just so you can get this. It allows you to place your troops before the actual battle starts. That is extremely helpful when it comes to when you start actually establishing a proper party. When I say proper party, I mean when you have your infantry, you have your archers. You can tell right here, horse archers. Those are really important. Cavalry, stuff like that. So in fights, which you'll see later on, you'll be able to essentially have your troops act in different ways, so that put your infantry in front of your archers up on a hill, so that you can rain down your attacks. And when you're able to set up your troops before a battle, you actually have time to get into a proper formation, put them in trees, what have you. Just any little thing helps. Okay. Back to leveling. So this is where people are going to get tripped up on, because they expect experience. So when you kill people, you expect to level up that way. This is more of like a Skyrim, where leveling up your things, getting your riding up, running around and stuff, or move on map on foot. So take off your horse and just run around the map. These are things that you can do to increase your skills. Always look at how to do this, like how to learn. Use your smithy to create. Okay. One thing to know: your focus points allow a couple things. So first off, the level. So like this is 8 in control. Basically, every single one of these is automatically gonna. That little green bar is what I can learn, like how much I can actually learn. So if I were to not touch anything and just keep using crossbows, eventually I'll just get this. I'll just get up to here. And, well, maybe not even get that, but I'll just get up to there, at the very least. Up to Plain Hunter. And the same with throwing. Now, when you add a little bar, you see how the green bar is a lot bigger? It's because my focus points are increasing it. So, if I only have 1, it's this much. If I have 5, it's this much. It's basically taking up the whole thing. Another thing to note is, even with my max points, it still does not get to the last bit of renown. The reason for it is because your attribute points also affect how much your focus is and everything else. So you kind of need to max out 1 if you're going for a final tier. So let's say I'm using one-handed. Okay. One-handed is extremely important. It has a lot of good stats and just bonuses. But for me, I'm not even going to take extra damage from my swings, because I can just build a good sword. I would rather get health and just kind of go that way. Shield bash causes, maybe something like that. Regardless, see how that green bar, even with one focus point, is absolutely less than that? It's because my vigor's only at 2. With only 2, that makes it that much harder for me to learn anything from here. Versus if I go and use crossbows, it lets me freaking learn everything extremely fast. So what does this all mean? No focus, I won't be able to learn anything, and it takes me a little bit longer. But so, all right, now I'm just going to reiterate what I've just said about a couple of these things and how everything's going to start working together. Okay. First off, your attribute points affect how much you're actually able to learn. Essentially, with 8 attributes points into my control and 5 focus, it basically brings me up to about the third last, I guess is the best way to pronounce that. Well, up to the last 3 that I can get of perks. The thing for that is that, so essentially if I go and get it up to, I think, 10, it should net me up to archery renown. It also makes it faster. It makes me learn like a lot faster on how to do it. So even without, just by using my bow, I'm shooting enemies. When it says perform difficult shots, it means certain bows can shoot farther. I'm using a step bow, so it's not really the best. But if you get like a woodland bow, it lets you shoot at farther ranges. So if you hit people, you get more XP. If you get headshots, you get even more XP. So you can level up even faster by just doing that. Okay. Now, when I said level up, this is different from XP, like I said in the beginning. The reason why is because it uses SP, which is skill points. What does that mean to anyone who's trying to figure out how to level up their character in a better way? Well, skill points are based off of, I don't know, just leveling up your basic thing. Every time you level up one of these things, like just go up 1, it should give you a skill point. That's my understanding. I might be incorrect. It might actually be a perk that you get, but I don't believe that because it takes, a certain amount. So I digress. The point I'm trying to make here is, in order to level up your own character fast, to get your attributes, because every 3 levels you get an attribute point, which then you can go and put onto your character to level them up faster. Okay, do you see, I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say here. You need to utilize, like what I've been doing, and this is my mistake because I didn't realize this until I put everything together. I've been essentially focusing on writing and using my bow. Now, granted, the learning rates are higher, and so I can make myself stronger just through those means, but that's not going to help you after a while because it takes like 10,000 XP to get to the next spot. That is only good if I can fight, really high tiered troops that can give me XP. Fighting looters isn't going to do that. When you fight looters and you're basically a control build, guess what you should be doing? You should be leveling up your crossbow if you can afford one. Most people can't. Or throwing. Throwing only takes 60 XP to level. I could level up my throwing and get up to these, increase accuracy with throwing weapons, all that, and just level this up. Then I can use the level, then after 5, essentially get to 10 in throwing, I get another level. I'll be level 9, I get 1 focus point, and I get 1, and I may get an attribute point, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I should, because every 3 levels, so by level 9 I should also get an attribute point. Now what does this mean? I put my attribute into control, makes it so that my bows will level up faster, because I'm going to be able to have focus more, and its base is going to increase. Also, there are ways of leveling up even faster than that. For instance, tactics. Tactics is something you're always going to, when you're in a battle, you're normally going to be able to get XP for one-handed, one-handed, two-handed polearms, bow, crossbow, throwing, riding, athletics, tactics, medicine, and even some leadership. Leadership's a little bit more difficult because um, I don't know, I say difficult, but it's just because I haven't figured that out. I don't understand yet because I'm assuming that it leadership actually applies to making parties. As you create more parties, garrisons, what have you. When you do that, you can start to create a better situation. And then you can start building up your leadership that way, is my assumption. I digress. But at the very least, if there's anything to take away, it is when you are playing in the beginning, you should be you should be basically focusing on what you have the highest in. For me, it would be control and endurance, which means I'm going to be doing smithing. And I'm going to be, leveling up. Hopefully I can find a crossbow. Hopefully I can get a throwing weapon. And I'll level this up. I won't even touch one-handed because there's no point in getting attributes for any of that if I'm not going to be able to utilize it. So, anyways, this is kind of how you need to be playing this game. You need to look at what stuff needs to be increased, improve relation with people, socialize, barter, etc. Basically, talk to somebody, and then, try to become friends with them, I guess. Basically do these missions. That's how you get your charm up. It's actually a fantastic way to do it. Trade, make a profit from trading. You can operate caravans if you do it like that. If you're gonna do any of like this stuff, like the social stuff, you just want to become a trader. Not a traitor, but a trader. Trader. Sometimes I can't pronounce things or eloquently, so I don't want you to get confused. Anyways, so this stuff right here, being a steward, it's gonna take a long time and it actually caps out. So if your green bar isn't, from what I've noticed, if there's not a green bar, it really doesn't do anything. Granted, I don't have two pole arms or two-handed, so that might also be a thing. Anyways, the point I'm making here is you need to go through and start doing everything. A lot of people in the older games the older games have kind of messed up a lot of veteran players because what you would do is basically pick two-handed, put all your weapon mastery into two-handed, make it so that you can get up to weapon mastery of 300 while you're leveling, so you get XP from killing things. When your two-handed becomes great, up to the 300 mark, you're swinging and cutting through everybody. That means you're getting tons of XP, which then lets you level up even faster, and then it's a lather, rinse, repeat. This one, you need to become a master at the fields that you're in. If you're a vigor guy, congratulations, you're learning one-handed, two-handed, and pole arms. You're probably going to take a one-handed sword, a two-handed sword, and a pole arm, and then maybe a shield, since you got 4 slots. And you're just going to, every fight, just utilize each one. Put your focus into each of these so you can level it up even faster. What I should be doing is putting my focus into these so I can level them up faster. Another thing to do, if you've played Skyrim before, this is another fast way of leveling. Since if you've played Skyrim, you know the little thing about making daggers. Essentially, you can go and make yourself a little dagger, and it doesn't cost a lot, right? First off, I'm making it a little bit more expensive to make than it should. But anyways, honestly, you don't even want to create a sword, because the difficulty for most sword creations is high, and you don't unlock anything until you actually create stuff. The more you create through any of these means, any of these weapon choices, the more you create, the more weapons. Well, let me put a stop to what I just said. The more you do in smithing, the more choices you have, because you start to learn different techniques on how to smith essentially, and so you can start building, you know, you can eventually start building like legendary swords and whatnot, get like a little nice little engraved blade or whatnot, right? But the point I'm making for this, if you want to level up fast and you have a good economy, this is essentially what my playstyle is going to devolve into. First off, Army of Poachers. This is one of the easiest missions to do in the game. It gets you a lot of money for doing absolutely nothing. You just go in. Here, let's do it right now. This mission is relatively easy if you have a good army. Because the problem is there's a lot of missions that they kind of like give you a chance of winning, but a lot of times you can't. The bandit missions can fuck you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't swear. They can mess you up. They can really beat you. The sorry, escort caravans can beat you because bandits that attack the caravans can go like 70 deep out of nowhere, and you're just like, okay, I only have 20 people. Why is there 70 bandits? So sometimes you win just because there's someone close to that area and they don't want caravans getting attacked in their town, so they'll come out and help, and they have like a garrison of 100, so you can win that way. And you win a lot of money in prizes and stuff. Okay, let's go and help him with this problem. I'm actually going to do this one. You can't send people because what you're getting from this mission isn't the gold he's giving. It's what the poachers always have on them. Okay, so we're gonna... I don't see anybody I want. Yeah. Okay. Where do we need to go? Army of Poachers. Virgin Omar Godichnobos. Chronobos. Cool. We'll just speed that up. Run down. Right now my movement speed's pretty good just because of carrying a party morale is not that bad. I don't have food variety, which is lowering it, but I should buy some more. Anyways. We're gonna have to essentially wait for some time. While we're waiting, I can just buy a couple. Oh, another thing you can do in this game. Make sure to lock items that you like. For instance, I don't want to, like... You can go and basically sell whatever. If you just click buy all or sell all. And a way to go and save time is if you like, you know, I have horses that carry stuff, so my carry capacity is a lot higher now. I have regular horses, so I can level up my troops and get horse archers. I have arrows that I don't really need to save, but might as well keep them just in case. Grain's always good because of how big my army is right now, etc. So anything that's not marked, which is that if I put, you know, unlock these, then all that stuff's sold, right? Let's reset. I don't want to accidentally pay any money. And let's go ahead and buy that again. Lock these back up. Cool. So, I'll pay 100. That's fine. My gold's good right now. So, there's a lot of things that have changed in this game. Once it gets nighttime, I think that's when I can do this mission. So, what you're essentially going to do, you can stop waiting. Always save before a fight. Sometimes you can take a shot to the forehead and then that ruins the whole game for you. So, save states are legitimate until they add a super realistic mode, and then you can't save at all. Hopefully the game can stream pretty well. I have kept the graphical settings on high, but... Oh yeah, so win a battle, you want to press F6. It tells your troops to do whatever they want, but it still counts as you giving an order, which let's be honest here, gives you tactics. So that's free experience just from letting them do their actual role. Horse archers are going to skirmish. This means just kind of stay away and shoot at them from afar. See, horse archers doing hit and runs. Ooh. Careful, careful. Taking hits for no reason. That's fine, because my healing's going to go and get some experience from this. Cool. When your healing's up higher, there's less chances of people... Bastard. Up and down. Anyways. Most of my army is going to be fine, though. I believe. Yeah, that's it. We took 4 deaths, but I have up to 73 people I can recruit. The reason why you want this is for this right here. They give you 10 to 20 leather, and like in Yilmaris, it sells for 228. This is how you increase your trade, because now you have 16 leather that can sell for 228. Granted, you can only sell about 5 before the price dramatically changes. But still, having those that don't degrade, don't get worse, means that you can just continue to increase funds. You also get paid just for doing that mission. It's really easy. Your army can pretty much win that for you. Anyways, we'll go back. I get my free experience to heal, I believe. Let me check medicine one more time. Help wounded soldiers heal in settlements. Oh. So I guess when I wait here, I get paid. Okay, so now let me show you something. So you go and take the leather you just made from the poachers, sell that. Now you made yourself 100. Don't take the 100. You are going to look for hardwood. Now you're just gonna go and buy. Cool. I get 1 gold. Now, why did I do this? You go to the smithy, go to refine. Hardwood can become charcoal. Now, why is charcoal important? Charcoal lets you go and smelt weapons. Whenever you kill looters, you get tons of crappy weapons. And some of those weapons, when you smelt them, they give you hardwood. Hardwood turns into charcoal, which then lets you smelt. Do you see this pattern? Every time you start doing this, you can level up really fast. See? Gained a skill point and is now level 20. So now I have done that, and this is the sword I created. I call it the fuck up because it was a mistake. Go ahead and smelt that. Now I need more hardwood, but I'm not going to worry about it. I could use some charcoal to do this and actually create iron or what have you. But you know what? I might actually do that because I need to wait some time. What do I want to build? I think we'll go one over here. Yeah, like that. Cool. Yeah. Yep, now I leveled up. That's how easy this is when you start to put all the pieces together. Also, I'm curious about... I also like doing tournaments because it gives you random items. Doing tournaments has netted me this helmet that gives me 43 armor. This helmet that I gave to her, I won it before. Her sword, it's pretty good. And her horse. And I won it twice. So, who else had it? Yeah, I gave it to my boy Frostbeard. And I gave another horse that I won from a tournament to him. So yeah, overall, pretty interesting stuff to do. Also, I need these. I might actually, yeah, I might take these actually. For right now. Yeah, he can, I just gave them a bow, so that's fine. I need to start leveling up my throwing weapons, so that's going to be good. Okay, I just leveled up. Okay, so I need to be level 10. Gain 1 free attribute every 3 levels you gain. So I guess maybe level 10. But regardless, I got my focus. Now, if I was a smart man, I'd use my focus for something like that. Give you +5 to party size. That's only good if you can afford it. So most of this stuff is just for throwing specifically. Not really great, but you can level up a little bit from doing it. What about this? Reload crossbows. Crossbows. Can reload any crossbow on horseback. That's terrifying. This is probably one of the best things to learn late game, because crossbows are going to be extremely helpful. We're going to actually just give it to smithing. The more XP I can gain from doing this, the faster I can actually start creating legendary weapons. In fact, if I were to make another playthrough, I would probably just go into... I would probably put most of my points into smithing without actually starting at a high level of smithing, because I want to be able to unlock this stuff. For instance, when you can produce crude iron more efficiently, which I wouldn't do. I'd actually do this one. A more efficient way of charcoal, which is a huge product that you need for everything. Charcoal production by you get 3 units of charcoal from 2 units of hardwood. So instead of making 1 charcoal for every 2 hardwood, it's 3. So you're making a profit now. Extremely important. Same with any of these, making steel, increase the rate of learning new parts designs. That's really good if you are like interested in making swords, because that makes that a lot faster. But I don't know if that's really something I would want. Anyways, yeah, you definitely want to allocate your stuff in the proper areas. I did not, and I did not understand how to do it. You could level up really quickly if you follow these steps of looking at what you're good at, basically putting your focus. Let's see. You get to a level 100 just off of attributes alone. And you get up to like 75 just off attributes alone. And your learning rate's not bad. It's not as good as this, but it's not bad. Yeah, what I would say is take your mains, like your main weapon or whatnot, or your main stat that you're going to utilize. If you're a tactics guy, make sure you have 10 cunning. That way you can get your scouting up as well, which is pretty good. You just turn yourself into a scout and then you go and get that extra bonus. Look at how to learn each of these. That's really important if you want to level up and actually be a threat early game. A lot of people aren't doing that. Also, go into towns when your health is low. Wait, you're going to lose money. You can check how much you lose with this little arrow. It brings up the more important bar, which is speed, view distance, and daily wages. So you can level up, and I think you get XP from this. Let me see. I have 207. Let's wait some time. And if we have more than 207, then we'll know that that's the case. Yep, 212. Not a high rate. It's probably because none of my other troops got hurt. If you want to go and increase your medicine, get a whole bunch of recruits, send them in to fight things, and let them die. Then you can build up your medicine that way, and then eventually you can unlock skills. Where is it? No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. When parties mobile on the map. That's pretty cool. This one's probably the better one because it works with other abilities. Ooh, extra head points wasn't that bad. Wounded members, party speed penalties decreased. Not bad. Medicine recovery chance applies to enemies too. What? Oh. Okay, that might be cool. High morale increases healing rate. And resting in towns. That's pretty good. Because that helps you heal in general. There should be... Clan life expectancy. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is all pretty good. Anyways, I hope that made this all clear. My last time, because this is long and drawn out, but it's really the reason why I'm telling you this, because I've already made these mistakes. I just knew from from basically making my own kingdom in the first game and doing the same thing playing on the realistic settings, that picking like a horse archer is always good. If you don't pick a horse archer, you can do good with, one-handed weapons, two-handed. You just need to play it a little different. Um, but essentially, going through, let's go check inventory first. So I got my thrown weapons, which I'm going to use this time around. How many? I got 4 that I can use. Okay. 4 thrown weapons. That's going to give me a little XP. Okay. Good thing to do is to take your guy off if you want to get your endurance up, take your dismount. We'll just go up here. We'll just run it. Throw some spears. Press X to turn your throwing spears into actual melee weapons. The melee portion isn't as good, but most of these looters are getting beast. We just need to get one good hit. Or not. Oh. That was easy. The peasants beat them. I think they won just because of the morale of having, 100 extra guys. Pickaxe is good. We can sell that for wood. In fact, you know what I'm about to do? I want to do some more testing. So let's, before I call this video a day and just start playing back without anyone watching. We'll do that. Step Warhorse. We'll put it on lock because I don't want to sell it. We're going to go on here. We're going to check endurance. Cool. So I'm at 47. My learning research rate isn't that great. 47. Damn. I didn't even get to throw something. My speed just dropped tremendously. Okay, there's some looters. Well, I'm still fast enough to catch them. Okay, so my movement speed isn't that bad. Okay. I have 47 attack damage. Oh, what the hell am I talking about? I have 47 XP from just walking. Okay. They might die before they get over here. I got crossbowmen and everything else. So I'm just going to try to meet them in battle beforehand. Nice. Yep. Oh. We can just kind of just bust up 6. Tell them to go in. Get my tactics bonus. Yep. Oh, you bitch. Damn, we won. Cool. Yeah. This is exactly how you're supposed to level. Sturgia peasants. You know what? We have a huge army right now. We get horses just from doing that. It's always good. Take all that. Since my horses are locked, every time I get a new horse, it goes up here, increasing my carry capacity. Fish is always good. I always like locking it, but I never have enough that it just gets eaten beforehand. We'll hold this sword, because I'm probably going to take it back. if I don't make a better one. Cool. And let's see, we had 47 as my movement. I've already leveled up and I'm back to 12. 2 arrows when you enter battle on foot. And it's just based on the throwing. And that's better. Cool. Yep. So doing this, smithing, athletics, basically running on these is probably going to net you a lot. This is how you should do it. Now granted, if you want to just keep making your, still use your horses until you get to a high level, I would recommend it. But it's not always necessary. Usually I like to let them kind of come over here. Though I might just send my tactics out on them. Yeah. So guys, if you're trying to... Oh, sorry, I want to edit some stuff a little bit. Make sure that audio is better. But yeah, no, if you want to... Oh,
take over command!
Get some reinforcements. I don't want to... Okay. Here comes my horse archers to help me. There they are. A good strategy to do when you're on foot. Get yourself a shield, block, move behind. Your allies will actually be able to flank, and you're just kind of distraction because you can't die. You can just take a lot of damage. That. Okay. I'll take these looters. I need to get disciplinarian. I don't know where to get that. Yeah. I'm gonna put myself back on horseback though. And I'm actually, yeah, I need to actually put something to that. Going for crossbows might be better in general. Let's see. They might have a crossbow over here. And I can go to the smithy. Oh. Who's this?
So what brings you to me?
Oh.
Is that true? You may have one piece of the banner, but it's of little use in itself.
Story
You'll
mode
have
stuff.
to find the other parts. But once you can bring together the pieces, you'll have something of tremendous value. The Banner of Calradius is part of a legend.
I guess I still haven't gotten all the dialogue options. You should only reach Bell or daughter, I imagine.
If you can find the missing pieces, I'm sure I can find someone who'll take it from you. Before I reveal that information to you, I need to know more about your intentions.
Oh, this is cool. So she wants to know if I'm cool with everything. Help save the Empire.
Then you can come back when you have.
Okay, so if I want to save the Empire, I join her. Okay. Let's do some... a little bit of it. First off, There's a tournament. We can do that maybe. No one in town. Trade. As I said before, and this is something that we can see. Yep. Oh, don't want to get rid of that pickaxe. There's 2 of those. Because I can smelt those, and that's gonna net me a lot more worth. Also, we need to look for a crossbow. That's worth 21,000. It's expensive as all get out. Almost better off using a whole lot of javelins or harpoons. The javelins I got are pretty much good. There's no point in getting anything extra. We're probably gonna need some wood. In fact, oh yeah, how much are they buying? Also, I need a step harness. I wonder how much they are buying leather for. Not enough. They really need fur. Leveling up your trade doing this stuff is pretty good, honestly. Just looking for what people are buying. But, okay. I think that's it. Let's go to the smithy. And let's go ahead and smelt this. Don't have all. Oh, I need to refine. Bam. See, that's why getting extra charcoal is going to be important. But now I can go and do another hardwood because that. What does that give me? It gives me regular steel. Can I make fine steel? I should be able to. We'll do this for right now. Cool. I learned how to make something else. My smithing leveled up a little, and we're gonna have to wait here anyways to heal up. While we're doing that, so assemble the dragon banner. Okay. So where is it? Right here. Let's do a quick save. Not that it's a big deal, that what I'm about to do, but I want to see what creating a party does, and if it... And this is my Total War mentality kicking in, that sometimes you do something and then it completely... This hero's busy. Is it because they're... Why are they busy? They're in... Is he doing something? Oh, maybe I gotta... Okay. Lauren, what are you doing right now? Okay, so he has nothing he's doing right now. It's a little... Surgeon, quartermaster. Okay. Is it because I have no tactics? Is that why I can't? I don't want to give up Ilmir. He's my scout. He actually is really helpful. This hero is busy. I wonder why... What does she have that lets her... Well, That said, you've been here for a minute. I trust you. Wait, did they take some of my troops, or is this just the stuff she starts off with? Oh. Cool. So now we have a second party. I wonder if I can make her follow me. Oh, she didn't take my heavy horse. No, she didn't. Yeah, I'll just give her these raiders. I can't do anything with them. And I can level up. I'll take some of these Imperial soldiers. The tavern. Let's wait here for some time. So she goes out doing her own thing. Interesting. Oh, like she actually legitimately does her own thing. Okay. This is all interesting. Okay. Wow. Let's go ahead and help her. And I think this was a good stop to the video. I think this little nuance that I just learned. We got her doing her stuff. I don't know why. Oh, that's the villagers. I guess they're all following my command, so I'll
Follow your sergeants.
let them do whatever. Get this experience. Okay. See, when you put them on delegate, they automatically will do their own thing. Nice. He's dead. Yeah. That's it. I think most of them are running away. Cool. This is pretty interesting. Oh god, there's still one guy. This guy. I just dead. Yeah, he's dead. Alright. Cool. So, in one video I was able to hopefully explain how the mechanics work. And I'm also hoping that I was able to show you something new. Making a clan. She goes and recruits her own troops, takes care of herself, and then when I get to the next tier I can make another clan. I think this builds my renown. Total expenses. I'm not making any money. Is that daily? Thou set the wrongs, party wages. Wrongs, party finance help. Ooh. Oh, that's where it is. Once part emerges into a near clan party or goes nearest map faction settlement and joins its garrison. Well, I'm right next to it, so it should join back up with me. I assume. Or not. I'm guessing it goes over here. Or not. Alright, we're gonna back out. Because I want to double check something. Okay, yeah. We're gonna just gonna load that last save. I'm glad I saved because I honestly do not want to pay. It's cool that I can actually make another party now, but I need to actually form income at a consistent level, meaning I need to actually pay for and like some type of building, caravans, what have you. Something to make money. Okay. Let's stop waiting. And let's go through here. Let's go ahead and save. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate you. And there'll probably be another stream, maybe tonight, if not. Because I'm not sure if I really want to stream this game or if I want to play it by myself without anyone watching. A little bit of both, to be honest with you. But I just wanted to make that quick video on how leveling works, because a lot of people are going to go into it and get utterly confused why their character's level 1 for 4 days and they can't get any better. So, anyways, take care. Love y'all. Bye-bye.